Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, why is this blinking at me? Oh, right. Astronomy. Plumbing. Virtual planetarium. Is that a, like, another tier of research? Yeah. Interstellar research. That sounds very end game. You can tell by the fact that it's way over here. I don't feel like that's going to come up anytime soon. Then again, plumbing seems to just be pipe emptying. I don't understand. Gives a strength bonus, sure, but like, well, why do you need pipe emptying? Like, it doesn't seem all that useful. It seems like a very niche sort of thing. So maybe improved construction. Interesting. Looking at this, it seems to me that, like, you basically want to keep the green ahead of the red, I think, is what this is telling me. Not entirely sure about all of that, I'll be honest. But what is the plan for today's episode? Well, I'll be honest, I don't really remember. It's been a little while. Let's just let things go for a little bit and see. No power. So that does not last through the night. That's fair enough. Suppose we could start looking into making a power room, probably this room. Oh. So, actually, I did have between episodes, well, not even between episodes, during the editing of the last several episodes, I've been giving this whole business some thought. And, well, a couple of things. First off, I was irritated that I didn't move this over and you know, do this so the ladder could be here. No, the ladder needs to be just there. I think. Not just yet, but yes, I think the ladder's on the outsides of the reservoirs. The, if you remember, I was making plans to do a shaft here, you know, because that's the center of this. And basically move this over. The reason I had remembered that I wanted some kind of pass-through in the center of these because they're so long, but I didn't actually remember why when I was actually planning this out and looking at doing this. The reason for it is the gases. It had nothing to do with people being able to get through here. Like, sure, this is here, and water is needed here, but that's not as much of a big deal as the wanting gases to be able to filter through. So, actually, I think it's best to use, actually, these. Here, here, and then here, so that air can flow through the restrooms. Probably we'll want some on the ends as well. Because, I mean, look at this. This is all polluted. Some of it is barely breathable, but it's all polluted. And it's just sitting in here. And, well, it doesn't have anywhere to go. And that's an issue. The other thing about this whole business, I was thinking, what do we need? I think the restrooms should go all the way to the end. Is this the correct length? I think we decided on 32. Yeah. Double check that this is. Yeah. So then the center would be 16 and 17 there. Right there. And we'll want to make those airflow tiles. Now, I had been going to do mesh tiles for ventilation, like here, but then I had a thought, or a realization really. This is our clean water. If there are mesh tiles up here and we have an accident of some kind, it's just going to flow straight down into our clean water. Which is not something you want. So I think, like, over here it's fine. You know, it's the same price. And if we make a mess above here somewhere and it leaks down into here, oh well, you know, that's not a problem. But over here specifically, it is a problem. So we'd definitely want to use airflow tiles here. There. There. Probably on the ends as well. But it's not really necessary to have a walkable passageway through here. It's just we need airflow. The walkable is going to be on the ends. And I think that's... it might make things a little too far, like plants for the water, that might, you know, but it's not that bad, I don't think. At least I hope not. We might think of doing some kind of passageway later, but current thinking is we really just need some sort of ventilation going through there, rather than worrying too much about getting people up and down. We do need to do something about the whole lack of copper situation. also want to do the beds. But for the restrooms, I think we really need to reconsider this a little bit. Of course, we can't at the moment because we can't place stuff, but during editing, I had a couple of thoughts, and now that I'm actually playing, of course, I can't remember all that I was thinking of. So I don't want to do too much just yet. Why is it sparkly there? Is that just them? Little sparkles? Huh, weird. I do still want to make this a nature reserve. That seems like that would be really helpful. Okay. What was I thinking? Oh. Wait. Never mind, not yet. That's future plan. Sorry. Ooh, they're actually going to start doing that, aren't they? Do we want them to do that? You can do a bit of that, but not over here yet. We need to plan this out. I'm not remembering exactly what the plan was. The fact that that is let through now is maybe an issue. Maybe we should... Can we hold open a door? Yeah. Because the doohickey is down here. A bunch of it is going to sink down into this, and that'll be fine. It'll slowly leak out, but it's going to pool here pretty soon, it looks like. It's not that much. I think I was making more of that than it really is, but yeah, still. Guys, what are you doing? That seems highly unnecessary. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. Maybe it was some structure that I had thought of. What was it? What was it? What was... Because I made the determination that this needs to go pretty much the whole way, and there was something specific. Some specific reason for that. That I had thought of, and now I don't remember it. Well, let's see here. I still like the idea of a deodorizer here. Or does it need to be here because there's one on the outside? This is just a problem because this air can't go anywhere. It can't get to any of the deodorizers. So once we have ventilation right in the center, that shouldn't be an issue. Like, it's an issue right now in here specifically, but I don't think once we actually get this going that it'll be too bad. They're literally identical in everything except this blocks liquids and this doesn't. So... yeah. And then I do think... sinks... Is there any way to easily, like, model this without having to build the things? Because as soon as we put down... we can't even yet. We are actually kinda sorta running out of copper a little bit here. Should we go down or up? There's a bunch of it here. Like a whole mess of it here. But you know what? Let's do this. Should we just do the whole thing? Is there a reason not to? Is there a reason to? Reason not to might be that these things don't reach very far down. Does it say? Doesn't say. But if you look at, like, the build state thingy, it's red. Like, that looks like is about as far as it'll reach. Then again, we are currently doing the water. Not you. Yeah. Okay, so that's... the size of the circle is an indication of how full the pipe is. That's actually a really clever way to show that. The question is this... is it going to be enough water to be able to... well... I mean, we can grab some of the copper specifically. I think... there's that. We can grab some of this, at least. Yeah. Make sure we've got some of this going. Got these things going, good. Just hang on a second. Plant or decor. 2 sinks, 1, 2. I'm not sure if it's really necessary to have a lavatory per person. That seems excessive. Have we still been using these? I haven't really noticed. Let's say, well, if we've got 10 people currently, and we have mirrored bathrooms, that would make 5 on each side. How far does 5 go? There. There. All of those. And then the same. That would put it just about at the halfway mark. And then, do we need a shower per person? That seems really excessive. And we're starting to get to the point where this is using a lot of copper. This sort of arrangement does, though, allow for some wiggle room if we need, like, if this is more lavatories than is necessary, maybe we need another sink, we can reconfigure it easily enough. It does give room for growth later, but I do think that a shower per person is overdoing it. 2 might be 2 per side. Might not be enough, so let's say 3. 2, 3. What was the other thing that I had thought of? I don't remember. I mean, I suppose if that's end of that, then there would be a wall here. And that leaves this size room here. Could be used for batteries. Like decentralized batteries. Is that... because they do produce heat. I don't know if that's a lot. Right. I mean, that's just... I know all of this information. Just, you know, basic thermodynamics, but, like... I don't... I probably should know what those units are, but I don't. So I don't really know... Is that a lot of heat being produced? Does there happen to be, like... Is there anything else here that's producing heat? (42°C), that's warmish. Does it get warmer down here? A little. The abyssalite just seems warm. It's not really helping. Yeah, I don't know if decentralized batteries is, like, good, bad, ugly. Probably ugly. I mean, they're not especially attractive. Just generally, minus 10 decor. But if we've got them in, like, this closet, you know, that could be a thing. But of course we would want airflow tiles here. Maybe 2? Does 2 sound? That would be the size of a door. Except at the top. That could work. Let stuff through. But then again, does it need to be that much? The thing is, with this sort of thing, making it too big, it's really hard to tell that it's bigger than it needs to be. Making it too small, the gap, that'd be more obvious, so you would know to make it wider. So let's start with 1 and just see how that goes. It might not even matter. And then that could be just a regular old room. And put batteries in there. Does that sound like a good thing to do? And then we've got space for decor. Oh, that's one thing I did think of. Having the decor at the ends is all well and good, but it's these things that are dragging the decor down. So you could make the argument that actually right here is where we would want some decor between the lavatories. And maybe between them and the sinks as well. That's starting to get fairly large. I mean, it's already ginormous. But let's put in a little bit more wiggle room. So that'll be the 2 sinks there. I don't know if this notation is making any sense to anyone, but it makes sense to me, so it's okay. No, we said 5. And then we have a decor here. And then 2, 3 of those, and then it's there. And those would be the showers. 1, 2, 3. Decor. Something right there. Lavatories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decor here. Sinks. 1, 2. And then one final decor here. Do these give decor? Yeah, they do. How much does this give? 25. Oh, that's pretty good. Does that sound like something that would work? And then a battery closet. How many is that? 5 across. That would mean that it's an inconvenient size for these if we want to do 2 of them. Can you stack them on top of each other? Probably not, right? That is one issue with this sort of size. Like, height-wise, it seems kind of wasteful for that sort of thing. But I suppose we could maybe squeeze something else in, like we could put a gas pump, actually. Put a gas pump, like, up here. Do more ventilation. Like that, maybe, even. That might be overdoing it a little. And have a pump in there, pumping to wherever we're doing carbon skimming, and could do like a bank of deodorizers. Have it pumping through and then pumping oxygen back in somewhere. Does that make sense? Does any of what I'm saying make any sense at all? I mean, I do recognize that nobody's really watching this currently, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, so who cares? I do care, though, if somebody ever does watch this, that I make sense. So, if I'm not making sense, and you're from the future watching this, and you have no idea what I'm saying, feel free to yell at me in the comments, because I'm sure I will not be able to explain it any better there. But, saying that, explanations are all one thing. Actually showing you the structure, probably a better way to do it anyway. So yeah, that sounds good. We are going to run into copper issues. What else can be used? Raw material, consumable ore, miscellaneous. What does that mean? Oh, tungsten. It's tungsten. Whoa. Can you use it to, like, build stuff by any chance? Doesn't really say. There's a bunch of copper down here, which should sustain us for a while. I hope. Not sure if it's going to be enough. The one thing with building this size at this point is just that it's so much. And it's going to be a lot of resources. You know? Like, it's kind of maybe too much. I'm gonna just do that for now. I do like the idea, though, of breaking through here to get some ventilation going through here. At the very least, because that should help this situation at least a little. Theoretically. You're working away. We do have water going in. It's looking good. Is there any way to tell whether this has ever really done anything? I think it did, like, doing editing, I think it had done a little bit when we first opened this, like, properly and started doing all of this. But I don't think it's really done a whole lot since. Oh well. I mean, I suppose you could argue that's a good thing, because we don't have, like, giant amounts of CO2 to be filtered, skimmed, whatever it is. Yeah, this needs... It's flowing in here, and it can kind of flow out, like... But not a lot. That CO2 is just sitting there going back and forth. It's not super duper... super duper. Let's... Yeah. Yeah. It's not really, like... It's not going to affect anything much, I don't think. Other than to hopefully get this to filter a little bit better. Should also probably do this, though. Let's go ahead and go all the way to there. Yeah, we'll carry on going at some point, but I do think we should do these bathrooms first, just because this is a lot of blank space, and redoing these would require removing stuff, and that's just unnecessary. And if we're removing stuff and something happens where, you know, we run out of bathrooms or something, that'd be less than great. Larva egg. Slicksters. Ooh. Slimy creatures that consume carbon dioxide and exude crude oil. Wow, that's interesting. Are we ready to get into, like, animal husbandry? I don't know. Are we? Consumes CO2. My immediate concern with something like that is that if we get these, and they just hatch, right? We don't actually have very much CO2. I was just talking about it. We've got these little pools of it here, but that's not actually very much. We're doing a pretty good job of dealing with the CO2. So if it requires CO2 to breathe, and we're just not producing enough of it, we might just end up killing them off. You know, that'd be a bit of a waste. You do produce CO2. Oh. We don't have a spot for that just yet. Can a spot be made quickly? Are we doing any research right now? Agriculture? Yeah, a little bit. But we could move that. There is actually space up here. And could do up there. Could make like a room off over here. Is that a thing we want to do? Okay, hold on a second. Exude crude oil. Okay, first question. What can one do with crude oil? This converts coal. Do we have a lot of coal? No, not a whole lot. $20 grams per second? 1,000 grams per second. Ooh. Yeah. That seems like... Shouldn't it also produce water? When you burn coal, it's water and CO2. Assuming it's a perfect burn. There's, you know, other stuff that you get. Okay, but what actually does one do with crude oil? Let's see, liquids. Yeah. Slime into algae. That's that. I feel like surely there's some way to produce power, right? There. This is what we would need to be able to do anything with that. Okay, so let's see. We've got the creatures turning CO2 into crude oil. Crude oil into petroleum, natural gas. Natural gas into electrical power, CO2 and polluted water. Petroleum into power, CO2, polluted water. And then you can use that for plastics. Right. that's 3 of them. Hmm. These guys don't seem all that great. I mean, it's a bit of a trade-off. Yeah, that could be useful. This seems like too many. Well, cannot do some things, but increased strength. Decreased excavation, hard digging. That's not. No. So I'm only really looking at him, Ruby. I don't feel like. The question that I mainly have is, can we get the eggs and then just hang on to them until we want to let them hatch? Is that something we can do? Growth suppressed. Viability loss rate, minus 10% per cycle. Okay, so keeping it in, so that's... If they come out at 100%, assuming they do, that means a full 10 cycles that they will last in a container. Storage bin. What about... Did we ever get... refrigeration? I don't think we did... Oh, because it's right there. So that's a question. I'm probably agonizing over this way more than I should, but I don't know. Oh, skill points. Who's got a what? Lindsay. What have you got? Critter ranching 2. I mean... That's... not great. Morale bonus. Oh, interesting. So... how do we make the green go up? That will put Lindsay into a morale deficit and cause unnecessary stress. Okay. This is puts it right even, and then anything else also puts it straight even. Well, let's go with this to start with, and then we'll do critter ranching 2, I guess. Yeah, alright. So then, is there any easy way to indicate this? this. We can do this to say where things will be. Core, doohickey, doohickey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sink, sink. And somebody already put materials into that. Interesting. And then that'll be that, and then... I think we just dig this out now. Because there is a fairly decent amount of copper in there. This is just irritating. Is there any way to increase their range? I don't think any of this does that. Don't imagine it'd be anything under range. Or, research. Any range would be under research. I don't think so. Maybe, like... yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe if we give this a higher priority, then while they're in here doing this, they might... maybe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Dang it, really? Okay, that's... I'm starting to think maybe actually having a shower per person is maybe... maybe we should dial back the lavatories by 1 and increase the shower. I don't know. I don't know. Would you take a look at that? Bristle blossoms are coming along. Where are the hatches up? Oh. Oh, of course, they can't burrow into the tiles. Interesting. And we're digging this out, so we've disturbed them. Sorry, guys. Oh man, that was a long way. Did you hurt yourself? No? Okay, well that looked like an awful long way down. Up is dead. Not sure if from there they can reach that. Food has decayed. That's Not great. I'm hoping it was one of those random muck roots that stuck somewhere. Maybe. Hopefully. Dusk cap. Like to get a hold of some of those, for sure. Wait, this one is in... Oh, okay. Gold amalgam. Suitable for building power systems. Interesting. Oh. It says here. How did I miss that the first time I was looking at this? So then... Oh, this says the same thing. Okay, so maybe you can replace copper with abyssalite? Maybe? I don't know. If we want to use the Paku, say get them into here, how on earth does one transport them? Gulp. What's a gulp? That's the description for a Paku. Weird. You've gotten some lice loafs. Nice. Out of curiosity, when you do the doohickey, does, like, if we were to put the sign here, does it just, it needs a door, doesn't it? Is what I'm getting at here. We're gonna need to put a door in, right? Probably. Maybe we want it on this side. Yeah. Probably. Just because of the way rooms work in this, you know? I'm not sure if they can, like, having put stuff into the blueprints, if they can dig to the other side of them. I assume they can. Oh, go! That was not at all close. This might just about work, actually. Keeping careful control of the priorities for stuff. Yeah, because now those are reachable, so, and they're higher priorities, so it should, yeah. Okay, that's nice. This side is gonna be a pain in the butt. Interesting. 20%. 5 is not very much. So then these are, yeah, 5.5. That's not, because it's a percentage. It's probably better to build stuff like everything else out of the nicer materials, right? Although I suppose we do have quite a bit of it. Thermally reactive. Oh, interesting. That is an incredibly low specific heat capacity. Wow. And then this is kind of the opposite. Interesting. Hey! Harold. Decorating. Oh, that's gonna... That's... Oh. Okay. Yeah. We'll hold off for a second. We need to get more morale stuff going, I think. Yep. Okay. The water levels are actually holding steady, interestingly. Can that reach? Just barely. It's not extending any further. So we really need to get more water into the system at some point. How are we looking? It's not bad. Yeah. Popped eardrums. Ashken. Where's Ashken? I'm just curious as to what that actually does. But of course it's not here. Weird. I don't know what that means. I mean, presumably it's a change in pressure. Oh. That's probably from going into a high or moving between high and low pressure. Is there like a low pressure area? It's kind of low pressure over here. Pressure is not very... Oh, it's not very high at all in here. In some places. Yeah, we need to get... Oh, that has been built, and that has been built, but it's not... You can't get through. Yeah. Crying out loud. That's vaguely irritating. But anyway, yeah, we're not doing too bad here. We're kind of... haven't actually done a whole lot this episode, to be perfectly honest. We're kind of just... coasting along a little bit. Ooh, that's not good. Right, we're making too much food, and it's going bad. On the right side, we're getting along with this. Is do our researchers not have higher? No. Let's bump that up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Get that going a little faster because that's, I think we're starting to run into the situation of morale is just low. Yeah. We need... Yeah. More morale bonuses to be able... just to be able to get better skills, for that matter. Let's see. Maybe next episode we'll work on that. If we can get that research done, we can get this, maybe, turned into a wildlife sanctuary. I mean, that's... +6, that'd be really good. Other than that, I'm not really sure what we're doing next episode, other than continuing to try and get this done, like, you know, sure. How are we looking for copper? Ugh. Yeah, might not. I mean, we don't need to fill it out completely. I suppose we could just kind of pop in some of the stuff. We have the pipes showing where stuff is going to go, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. But yes, that is going to do it for this episode. I really wish I knew what to do about this, but I don't. But anyway, I will say thank you for watching. Take care, and farewell.